When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
So I'll toss the phone number out here real quick, 502-571-9970. If you have any experience with this, hiding money from a spouse, maybe we want to hear from you. Kelly, you want to read this?
We got to dive into why, okay? So this message says, my 20-year anniversary with my husband is 6 years away.
Okay.
Barring anything extreme, I foresee us hitting that milestone with the same happiness as when we hit 14 this month.
Okay.
I want to start saving up for a big trip to Monaco to see the Grand Prix, as I know this is something on his bucket list. Oh. And who wouldn't want to spend a week in Monaco?
Right.
The thing is, I would need to save up about $10,000 without him noticing in order to pay for the vacation package.
Oh.
Now, I have a separate savings account from him with an entirely different bank, but he's aware of the account as it's usually used for vacations or emergencies.
Okay.
$10,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how I feel about squirreling away such a large amount. Is that okay? Is this something that's okay to do since it's a surprise? Is it wrong because it technically counts as hiding money from him?
So I would love to hear from people who have successfully hid thousands of dollars from their spouse.
Here's the tricky part about it. Like, I think once he figured out, why she was doing it, the problem is hiding it for 6 years, having him not catch wind of it and get suspicious of something, awful going on. Like, oh, she's stashing away money to leave me or something.
Well, and I think she's reaching out almost because she's worried that he might get mad that she's hiding something like this or trying to hide something like this from him.
But I'm giving her kudos for thinking 6 years ahead to try to plan an amazing gift.
Yeah, that's something I would never do. Like, that sort of pre-prep is something I feel like females do very well.
But you know what? I will say this. My husband planned a surprise trip for us to go to New York City. Never been, and he knew that was kind of one thing on my bucket list. He totally planned it in surprise and, got me off work, and it was one of the most amazing things ever. I'm not sure how long he took to plan it. I don't think it was 6 years, and it didn't take 10 grand. But
okay,
I think I appreciate it. It's one of the best memories we have.
For sure. Okay. So let us know, especially if you, what your thoughts are on it, but then how you went about hiding a lot of money from your husband. And maybe that just sounds wrong.
It does sound wrong.
It does.
I mean, we're trying to plan an amazing surprise in 6 years.
Right. So anyways, 502-571-9970, group therapy. Could you imagine hiding something from your spouse for 6 years?
I mean, that takes dedication.
Yep. It's 99.7 DJX group therapy. She's wanting to do that. She's got a 20-year wedding anniversary coming up in 6 years. And
kudos to her for planning that far ahead.
Yeah, that's something I don't think I would do. 20 years for me and my wife is coming up next year. And I'm like, well, I should probably do something.
You know what? Now's a great time, Sparky.
Uh-huh.
You can start planning something amazing.
Right. Let's go to Dollywood. All right. So she's wanting to save up and go on a really bucket list trip, right? And so
to Monaco to see the Grand Prix. So
10 grand is what she's thinking it's going to cost. How does she do it? She kind of feels guilty about hiding that much money from her husband, so.
I'll tell you, not one person is saying don't do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not one. And we got some actual practical advice. Ashley says, get the Acorns app or something similar. Set up a savings account on there. It can withdraw bi-weekly, weekly, whatever amount.
Okay. Hi, Janet. Good morning.
I was given some advice on how to...
Yeah, hide money.
Yes, how to hide money from your spouse.
What's up, Janet?
So I've had a little bit of experience with this, not in a bad way. So I actually had my employer do like a deposit for like $75 every pay period to my savings account to actually buy my husband something nice for a present or like a vacation or something.
So you just had it reduced at your paycheck level.
Yes, I just had them deposit like a certain amount into my savings account every pay period.
And did it work?
Yes, it did work.
Oh, well then perfect.
See, that's genius. That's a really good way to do it.
I like Erica's idea because it does involve a little bit more being devious about it. She says, easy. Just use the excuse of pampering yourself. Take $60 to $85 in cash bi-weekly for any combo of like a mani, pedi, or brow waxing. Men won't tell the difference. You can paint.
That's true.
You can paint your nails yourself for proof, or simply go with clear and just say she prefers the massage. And so,
love it. Well, Lisa's kind of doing the math too, and she's like, "Hey, would you tell him if you spent like $34 each week? If not, it'd be easy to hide it. And when he's in shock that you surprised him and ask where the money came from, you can tell him how you saved for 6 years to be able to do this for him."
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty cool. And to be quite honest, like like my wife could be doing that right now, and I have no idea. Like I know like our finances somewhat. You know, I mean, I see my paycheck and that's about it. And so it's like, I know the main bills that we pay, but like there are a bunch of other stuff that I'm just like, okay, all right, we've got Hulu, all right, we've got Netflix, all right, it's like those sorts of things. So I mean, that could be happening, and just basically to reinforce the fact that maybe he just won't know if you just take away $36 a week or however much that is.
Yeah, and a lot of people did mention, like, hey, if he does notice, you can just, like, come clean with the fact that I'm planning something pretty amazing.
Yeah,
so don't worry your little head about it.
Keep that secret with him going, what you planning? What you planning?
Exactly. And you're going to have to probably keep pushing him off for 6 years. But still, I think, if you're just honest with the fact that you've got something working, you don't need to tell him. He needs to not worry about it.
Yeah.
All will be revealed in good time.
Or here's what you do. You just save that money, and then 20th anniversary comes around. You just do a staycation, get a hotel room downtown, and just have a lovely evening, and then buy yourself something, and then buy something really nice for yourself.
We're going to the Grand Prix. We're going to go to Monaco. It's a bucket list. Yeah, I want to go. I want to try to figure out a way to stash myself in their luggage because that sounds amazing. Larry is kind of rolling in saying, I think you're awesome and amazing. You truly love this man. I can tell. All I need to ask is, do you have any older sisters?
That's right. All right. So I think we're all saying, hey, don't sweat it. Don't sweat the saving the money and hiding it from your husband. And, just maybe either if you have a full-time job, just have it reduced. And put in your savings account because you have a separate savings account and enjoy the trip.
Yep. I think this is amazing. I think all of us she's wife goals right there. I think she is an example of something to aspire to. We're all proud of you. We all want to see this happen and check in 6 years.
Yeah. Check in 6 years. Tell us how the trip went, right? All right. There you go. That's group therapy. If you want to leave your comment, you always can at Ben and Kelly Show there on Facebook.